Good morning. It is 9:30, so we will go ahead and get started. Today, our book is going to be A Loud Winter's Nap by Katie Hudson. But before we get started, let's start with our breath. So, real quick though, remember you want a yoga mat, a blanket, or a towel. If you have a blanket or a towel, just make sure you're not sitting up on a hardwood surface. Don't want you to slip or anything. And then if you want to have an extra blanket handy too, that is great. But with that, let's get started, friends. Come on into your crisscross applesauce asana. So sit up as tall as you can. Think of that string attached to the top of your head that somebody is pulling up to the ceiling, so you're as tall as you can be. We're going to start with our ocean breath. So we'll bring our hands to our heart. If you haven't done ocean breath with us before, we take a deep breath in, reach our arms up above, and then with our exhale, as we breathe out, we're going to open our mouth, stick out your tongue, and bring those hands back down to your heart. Okay, so with that exhale, I want you to imagine that you are the ocean waves, and I want you to relax your jaw. Okay, so hands to your heart, deep breath in, deep breath out. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Last one. Very good, friends. Go ahead, stay in your crisscross applesauce asana, and we will get started with A Loud Winter's Nap by Katie Hudson. Tortoise had just snuggled in for his long winter's nap when ... So here's our friend Tortoise, and he's snuggled up in this cute little tree with the sign that says, "Do not disturb until spring." Okay, friends, tortoise pose. We come down onto our bottoms, and we're gonna bring our feet together, okay? And from here, let's reach our hands up above our heads, and then we're going to tuck them underneath our legs. And I want you to kind of lean forward. If you can, maybe touch your nose to your feet. If not, that's okay too. But right now, I want you to imagine that you're a tortoise snuggled up in his shell. And then let's take a deep breath in. Maybe lift up, take a look around. Deep breath out, snuggle back into your shell. Let's do that 2 more times. Deep breath in, look up, take a look around. And then breathe out. 1 more time. Deep breath in. Take a look around. And then deep breath out. Snuggle up into your bed for that long winter's nap you're excited for, tortoises. Great job, friends. And then we'll slowly lift up. Pull your hands out from underneath your legs and come into your crisscross applesauce asana. "Hello there, Tortoise," chirped Robin. "Would you like to join our singing class?" "No," grumbled Tortoise. "I was trying to sleep. Tortoises don't like winter." "Why not?" chirped Robin. "They just don't," said Tortoise, and he packed up and left in search of a quieter home. Okay, little Robin friends, here we go. We're going to start off with our first balancing pose of the day. So we're going to start on our right leg. So if you're not sure which side that is, we can hold out our hands, create our L's with our pointer finger and our thumb. Our backwards L is our right side, okay? So I want you to spread those toes apart, and then we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes on the ground. And with our other leg, we're going to lift our knee up so our knee is in line with our hip. And then, little robins, here we go. Let's spread those wings and gently flap them. Beautiful, friends. Great jobs, little robins. And what do robins say? chirp, 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 chirp. Great job, friends. Let's go ahead, lower our wings down, lower our foot down, and we'll switch sides. So now our left leg is our standing leg. Pick up those toes, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift the other leg up so our knee's in line with the hip. And then let's spread those wings, robins. Chirp, 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 chirp. Awesome, friends. Think of being as tall as you can here. Somebody's still pulling on that string. Beautiful. Go ahead, release your rings, release that foot down. Come back into your crisscross applesauce asana. Tortoise snuggled down in his new bed. He was just about to close his eyes when tap, 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 tap. Hiya, Tortoise. Would you like to make some ice sculptures with me? Asked Rabbit. No, groaned Tortoise. I was trying to sleep. Tortoises don't like winter. Why not? Asked Rabbit. They just don't, said Tortoise, and he packed up again. So he looks like he was pretty cozy. But look, there's our rabbit working on those ice sculptures. She's even working on a tortoise ice sculpture. Very talented wood friends here. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna come down into our rabbit pose, friends. So we're gonna take those feet out about shoulder width apart. You can always take your feet out wider if that feels better in your body today, friends. I like to have my feet a little bit closer for this one. And then we've got your bunny ears, right? Good. And can you hop like a bunny? Hop, hop, hop. I guess technically we're rabbits. Hop, hop, hop. And then hold down at the bottom. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Great job. And go ahead and come back to that crisscross applesauce asana. Where's Tortoise off to next? Tortoise trudged through the snow and found a new napping spot. Again, Tortoise snuggled down in his new bed. He was just about to close his eyes when... ... We have to wait just a moment to find out what happens. Okay, here we go. So, tortoises, I don't think they usually are awake during winter, right? And they're kind of slow anyways. So you can imagine that a tortoise walking in the snow would be even slower, right? So we're gonna practice our slowest tortoise walk yet, okay? So go ahead, come to the back of your mat or your towel, your blanket, whatever you have. And I want you to sit up. So your shoulders are stacked on top of your wrists, your hips are stacked on top of your knees, toes are tucked under, and we're gonna lift our knees up. Great job, tortoises. And now we're gonna take slow steps. So we step opposite hand, opposite foot, opposite hand, opposite foot. Going nice and slowly. I want you to imagine your feet and your hands are so heavy because we're walking through the snow and it's just so cold and there's so much snow, it's hard to walk through. Great job, friends. Oh, we're gonna try to take it backwards, okay? Here we go. Backwards. Whoa. Still going nice and slow here, friends. You're doing great, little tortoises. Back to our mat, back to the edge of our mat, and we made it. Whew. I would need a nap after that for sure. Let's see if Tortoise is gonna get one. Thud, pat, thud. Hey, Tortoise, would you like to play in our snowball fight? Asked Squirrel. No, said Tortoise angrily. I'm trying to sleep. Tortoises don't like winter. Why not? Asked Squirrel. They just don't, groaned Tortoise. Oh man, that looks like it's a wicked snowball fight between Squirrel and Rabbit here. All right, my little squirrels. We come on down. Find the middle of your mat for this one. we're gonna come down onto our forearms, okay? So our shoulders are stacked on top of our elbows, our hips are on top of our knees, and squirrels, they kind of have those big teeth, right? And they're always looking for nuts, peanuts, all sorts of little snacks, right? And we can't forget their bushy tail. So can you lift one leg up? You can tuck the toes on your other foot that's staying down for a little bit more balance. And then maybe can you shake that little tail from side to side? Good job, friends. Shake, shake, shake. And maybe hold your tail and make a snowball. Make that snowball. Get ready to throw it. Great job, friends. Let's switch sides. Set that knee down. Remember, you can tuck the toes. We've got our little teeth and our hands just ready to form our snowball. And then we lift our tail up and shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And pause. Make that snowball. Getting ready for that snowball fight. Great job, friends. And set that knee down. And back to your crisscross applesauce asana. Why would anyone want to stay awake for winter? Grumbled Tortoise. He was tired and cold and needed a quieter place to sleep. Tortoise decided to move to higher ground. Again, Tortoise snuggled down in his new bed. He was just about to close his eyes when... we'll find out. Oh my goodness, look at that giant tree that Tortoise is climbing. And you can see the snowballs are still flying. He's getting snuggled down deep. Okay, we got to get ready to climb that tree. We're finding higher ground, friends. So feet are hip distance apart. Bring your fists together. Tuck your chin to your chest. Roll down. Hands come in between our feet. Feet come just to the outside of the hands. Let those hands go. Tuck your chin to your chest and we'll slowly roll on. Okay. Are you ready, guys? So we have our ladder out in front of us. We've got to climb it. Here we go. Drive those knees up to the chest. We have our eyes slightly up, right? Because we want to see where we're going. We don't want to look down and see where we've been, right? We're just looking ahead. Climb, climb, climb. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is a super tall tree. Keep going. We're almost there. We've got 3, 2, 1 more run. 1. Whew. We made it to the top. Good job, guys. Da, bounce, da, bounce, da, 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 bounce. Swish, swish, swish. Oh no, cried Tortoise. Uh-oh, what do you think is happening? Okay, so trees. We are now going to be that tall tree. So we're going to start on our right leg again. Remember, we can stick our L's out in front of us. Pointer finger and thumb are the backwards L is our right side. So that's going to be the side that's going to be our trunk of our tree, okay? So let's pick up all 5 toes. We put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toes down. And then we're going to lift up our other foot. Put your heel on your ankle. Perfect, friends. So right now we are really strong trees. Our roots are down deep in the ground, and we can have our hands at our heart. Or maybe you want to be a tree with really full leaves, or maybe you want to be like the tree in our book that is super, super tall. Good job, friends. Okay, so we start out as a strong, tall tree, right? And then something starts to make us wobble from side to side. But we haven't fallen. We're still strong in our trunk. Oh, we start to wobble a little bit more. A little bit more. A little more. Oh! Can you be a strong tree again, not wobbling from side to side? Great job. Okay, let's do that again. Start wobbling from side to side. Make those wobbles a little bit bigger, friends. Maybe you go forward and back and side to side, and then show me your strong tree again. Good job, guys. One more time. we start to wobble from side to side. Make those wobbles a little bit bigger, and then whoop, find your strong tree. Great job, friends. Okay, go ahead, release those hands. We have to do it on the other side, right? So now our left foot is going to be our standing foot. So we pick up all the roots of our tree. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're rooted into the ground. Bring your heel to your ankle. We have our strong base. Again, you can be a smaller tree. You can be a tree with full leaves, or maybe you're a tall tree like the one in our story. Okay, are you ready? We start to wibble. We start to wobble. We wobble a little bit more. And then we find our strong tree. Good job, guys. And again, maybe we sway forward and back. Forward and back. And we wobble side to side. And those wobbles get a little bit bigger. And find your strong tree. Good job, guys. One more time. Let's start with small little wibble wobbles. And then they get a little bit bigger. And a little bit bigger. And the biggest ones we've seen all day. And then find your strong tree. Great job, friends. Wow, you guys did really well with that. Back to your crisscross applesauce asana. Kerplunk. I do not like winter, Tortoise said. Oh, who was the culprit? It was Mr. Beaver here. He was looking to make sleds. Sled construction site is what this sign says. Whoops. Okay, so we're about ready to be frustrated tortoises. So we've fallen down. Our tree has fallen down. We landed on our bellies. So let's go ahead and lay one ear to the floor. And then can you reach your arms and legs back behind you? Just kind of relaxing here. But can you give me your best stink face? Like, ugh, I hate winter. I do not like winter. Deep breath in and growl it out. Deep breath in, growl it out. One more time. Good job, friends. Now we have to switch sides. So you're going to turn your other ear to the floor. Look over your other shoulder. And we take a deep breath in. And grrr. We're frustrated. We're angry. We just want to sleep. 2 more breaths. Grrr. One more. Grrr. Good job, friends. And go ahead, turn your nose to the floor. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and slowly press back up and come back into your crisscross applesauce asana. Tortoise hiked up a big, snowy hill. Behind a small tree, Tortoise found a flat piece of wood. It was the perfect place for napping. He snuggled down in his new bed and was about to close his eyes when... What do you think that flat piece of wood is? Okay, friends, it's our turn to get all snuggled down deep in our little bed. So I'm going to pull my mat out a little bit just so I don't run into a wall. Okay, but I would love for you to find one edge of your mat. Okay, go ahead, pick it up, and I want you to get all snuggled up nice and close. Okay, so we've picked up the edge of the mat, and now I want you to roll like you're rolling up a burrito, but you're the burrito. Oh, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Oh, okay, all snuggled up tight in our, let me come back into the center of our screen. There we go. So we're all snuggled up tight in our nice, lovely beds. We feel like we're finally going to get some rest. Go ahead, close those eyes. And let's take a few breaths here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. exhale, you're relaxing a little bit more into your mat or blanket or towel. One more. But guess what? We had a dot, dot, dot. So I have a feeling Tortoise isn't going to be snuggly here for long. So can we slowly unwrap yourself out of your mat, blanket, or towel, whatever you have, and then come back into your crisscross applesauce asana. And let's see what happens next. Whoosh! Oh my goodness, he's sledding! As Tortoise whizzed along, he couldn't help smiling. Maybe winter isn't so bad, he thought. And oh my goodness, this sign, it says river. Oh my goodness, he's heading straight for it. Okay, friends, here we go. We're gonna hop on our sleds. So, shoulders stacked on top of wrists. We're going to reach one leg back, then the other one. Are you ready? We're about to whoosh down that hill. We go whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh my goodness, how fun. Can we go a little bit farther? Whoosh, whoosh. One more time. Whoosh. Great job. Go ahead, drop back down to those knees and come into crisscross applesauce asana. Okay, we saw the sign. He's headed for the river. Whoop. As he flew off his sled and through the air, he couldn't help giggling. Maybe winter is more than cold and snow, he thought. So, oh dear, his sled got stuck in a snowbank and he's flying. Look, there's all his friends. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, tortoises, we're going to fly through the air. Come down onto your bellies. Hands underneath your shoulders. You're looking down at the floor. Go ahead, untuck your toes so the top of your feet are on the ground. And now I want you to reach one hand back behind you and then the other. And then let's go ahead, lift your heart. Think of like you're Superman. So you can keep reaching those hands behind you, or maybe you grab them behind your back so you can really lift your heart. Reach through those toes. Maybe you stay right here, or maybe you want to get some extra lift up and you lift your legs off of the ground and we're flying through the air. Woo! Wow, so fun. And then we slowly lower the legs if you lifted them. Release the hands and lower the head down to the mat. So wrists underneath the shoulders, hands under the shoulders. We'll press up. Come back into your crisscross applesauce asana. Whee! And as he slid across the ice, he realized he had been wrong. All right, here we go, friends. Ready to slide across the ice. So Tortoise is sliding on his shell, so we're going to slide on our shell too. Go ahead, come onto your back, onto your shell, and then let's lift one leg up and then the other one. And remember, we're going to come into our happy baby pose. So you can either grab the outside of your foot, you can grab the inside of your foot, or maybe you take your peace fingers and grab your big toe. Okay, so with one hand, go ahead and choose which grip you would like to take. I'm going to take the outside grip on both sides. So whichever grip you choose, do it on both sides, friends. Awesome. And then we're sliding along, so maybe we slowly rock side to side. Whee! Sliding on the ice. Oh my goodness. He's probably going super, super fast. So maybe we make our rock a little bit faster. Whee! But not too fast. We don't want to roll all the way onto our sides. Just a nice controlled rock here. Whee! And bring it on back to center, friends. Maybe let's try a different grip here. I'm going to try taking my peace fingers and grabbing a hold of my big toes for this next one. All right, we're going to do a little bit more sliding across the ice. Whee! Wow, so fun. And let's bring it back to center. Release the hands, let the feet come back to the floor. Maybe roll onto one side and then come back up to your crisscross applesauce asana. That night, Tortoise skated, slid, and spun with his friends late into the night. He wasn't tired or cold. What a fun winter's afternoon our tortoise and friends had. Okay, here we go. One last thing. We're going to go ice skating, friends. So we're going to balance on one foot. You can start on whichever foot you would like, but you're going to start on your outside leg. So if you're on one edge of your mat, so if I'm on the right edge of my mat, I'm on my right leg here, okay? And then you're going to hop to one side, and then the other, and the other, and you go from side to side. Good job, friends. Keep going for 3, 2, and one more on each side. And great job, friends. Excellent work. That is the end. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I was even surprised. Maybe some tortoises could like winter after all. So instead of sleeping alone, he's having a sleepover. Look, all of his friends are there. Perfect. Let's see, there's squirrel and rabbit and beaver and even little Robin snuggled up tight. Okay, friends, here we go. I would like you to find your most comfortable position. So maybe you roll up like a burrito again. Or maybe you have that extra blanket close by that you would like to lay over you. Maybe you even have a pillow you want to put under your head. But wherever you are, go ahead, come into a comfortable position. Hands relaxed by your side, legs are out in front of you. I invite you to close those eyes. Imagine like your belly is a balloon. And I want you to take a deep breath in, blow your belly up as big as you can. Blow that balloon up as big as you can. And then breathe out all that air. Make your balloon as small as you can. And go ahead, continue to blow up your balloon as big as you can. And breathe out all that air. Make that balloon as small as you can. One more time. Deep breath in. Blow up the balloon. Deep breath out. And continue to breathe deeply here. Every time you exhale, think of relaxing a little bit more into your cozy bed. And to help us relax a little bit more, we're going to do a little exercise here called squeeze and relax. So we're going to start with the feet. Squeeze your toes together as hard as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And relax. Now we'll move up the ankles to the calves. So squeeze your calves, the lower part of those legs as tight as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. A little bit more. And relax. And now we move up to our thighs, the tops of our legs here. And I want you to see how hard you can squeeze those thighs. Can you squeeze them a little bit more? and relax. And now we're gonna tighten up your bum, squeeze your bum, feel yourself lift away from the floor, squeeze a little bit more, lift a little higher, and then release. And now your belly. Squeezing your belly as hard and tight as you can. Squeeze it out, squeeze, 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 and relax. And now your hands. You make fists with your hands and squeeze them as tight as you can. Almost like those times when you feel angry and your body is feeling that frustration and that anger. And so you squeeze those hands as tight as you can. Squeeze a little bit more. And release. Now can you squeeze your biceps, the tops of those arms, as tight as you can, like you're flexing, showing off those muscles. Squeeze them a little bit more. And release. And now for the chest. Can you squeeze your chest? A little bit tighter, a little bit more, and relax. And now for the jaw. I want you to clench your jaw so you're squeezing your teeth together as hard as you can. A little bit more, a little bit more, and release. And now let's scrunch up your nose. Like a little bunny scrunching his nose up. You scrunch it a little more, and relax. And then we're going to squeeze your eyes like you're trying to keep them as tight shut as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. Just letting your full body release any tension, any stress, frustration, or anger that you've been holding on to. Just relax into your mat here. We'll just spend a few more moments enjoying this relaxing sensation. And let's go ahead and start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your nose. And let's go ahead and slowly roll onto your right side. And when you're ready, we'll slowly press up into our crisscross applesauce asana. Keeping your eyes closed, voices off. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's take one more deep breath together. Namaste. And gently open those eyes, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had so much fun going on a winter's adventure with you and our friend Tortoise. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Real quick, friends, just a reminder that for the rest of the month, all of our yoga story times will be pre-recorded, and they're going to be on YouTube rather than on Instagram, but they're going to be released every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. So still at our regular yoga story time. You're just going to hop on over to my YouTube channel. You can find the link in my bio and you will find a new yoga story time there. But I had so much fun with you guys. Have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.